I'm Mark Mrozek, President of Sentry Solutions. We're here at the SHOT Show 2012, and we're showing our gun and gear care products. The main product that we have, and the key product that differentiates us from everything else on the market, is our oil-free technology, and it's best represented by our Tuff-Cloth. Tuff-Cloth was the first product we developed, and the idea that we had was to replace the use of oils and silicones in any of the uses on guns, knives, all the kind of equipment that a law enforcement personnel or military personnel would be carrying on their body. What's unique about Tuff-Cloth is, as opposed to putting down an oil film that will attract and hold dirt, it has a mineral spirits carrier for the active ingredients, and literally goes on, provides cleaning, the carrier evaporates off, leaves a dry bonded film. The companion product for our Tuff-Cloth is our Tuff-Glide. This essentially is the liquid that makes the Tuff-Cloth do what it does, and it's in our gear care kit, which is a multi-use kit in the field. You can use it for guns, knives, fishing tackle, tactical and adventure gear. The beauty of the Tuff-Cloth protection and lubrication is that there's nothing to thicken in the cold, there's nothing to thin out in the heat. The first group to do full-scale field testing of our products back in the early 90s was the SEAL team on the west coast of the United States. At the time we only had our Tuff-Cloth, and they used a lot of their gear in salt water, underwater. They did say that the Tuff-Cloth was the best corrosion protection they'd found, but they asked if we could enhance it for saltwater use, extreme conditions. So we took the Tuff-Cloth formula, we added to it additional corrosion inhibitors that are unique to the Marine Tuff-Cloth formula, puts down a heavier level of protection that will prevent rust in saltwater and on marine use conditions. Our product line expanded as we realized that there were more things that we needed to do for gun care. Those are best represented by our armorer's kit, which originally was introduced for law enforcement armorers. A lot of departments are fairly small. This box here, which contains our Tuff-Cloth, 2 sizes of our smooth coat, our BP 2000 powder, and our high slip grease, it'll treat anywhere from 30 to 45 firearms. For a lot of police departments, that's all they need. A little of Sentry Solutions products go a very long way. Because you don't rely on the solvent-based cleaning that is required when you're using oils, you simply brush guns off and you re-lubricate. Use products that way, they simply go really far. Performance is great over a longer period, and the need for constant cleaning and restoring your, rechanging your oil is gone. It's all about lubrication and corrosion protection. Cleaning is simplified. This year we're introducing our Armorer's Kit Deluxe, which the continuing theme through our product line is our Tuff-Cloths. What we've done is Armorer's Kit Original just had the regular Tuff-Cloth. We've added the Marine Tuff-Cloth. As we've already mentioned, it's great for extreme conditions and saltwater use, but it's also great for firearms that would be stored in an armory, where you don't want oil film but will be affected by gravity. You want something that's bonded and is going to be gravity proof and provide corrosion protection for all the kinds of conditions you might find anywhere in the world in an armory. A lot of humidity, changing temperatures, condensation. Marine Tuff-Cloth and the Marine Tuff-Glide, which are both of the Armorer's Kit Deluxe, are going to help you out with that stuff. The other item that's in the Armorer's Kit Deluxe, which is not in the original Armorer's Kit, is our Tuff-Glide. So this gives you the full complement of Sentry Solutions products, including our high slip grease. It's the only product that we make, and out of the box doesn't work when dry. It works when wet. If you consider what dry films are good for, they're really great for light loads, sliding and rotational action, which is what you find in most firearms. But when we looked at what snipers would use and what they would need in the field, you needed something that would lubricate the high load bearing surfaces of a rifle, and that's the locking lugs. So what we've got with our high slip grease is something that will stay right where you put it. Unlike oil, it won't migrate. It's got an operating temperature range of -65 to 650 degrees. You put it on, you've got very slick action. Lockups are much easier, and any high load bearing surface in small arms is well served by our high slip grease. Our product line does kind of get categorized a little differently now than it did when we first introduced it in the early 90s, because SEAL teams were using our products on their guns, but they also started using our Tuff-Cloths on their high carbon steel knives. So folks like Benchmade and Mad Dog knives and Gerber Legendary blades started hearing about Tuff-Cloth from the SEAL teams. We actually hadn't been paying enough attention to what knife owners needed, and we realized it was a market that hadn't really gotten good lubricants, good corrosion protection, and that is how the gear care kit, originally called the knife and tool care kit, came about.